Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to my channel and to a Punched Out Thursday to Die For. It's where Kathy, Krista, myself, and Dorothy use our punches and our dies to create our layouts. And I'm going to scrap this picture of my grandson. My daughter's in the picture too, but it's kind of hard to tell. You can't really see her. We are at the zoo, and this was the bird section, and there was a bunch of parrots in there. So I am going to use my punches and that creative memory circle cutter, well, oval cutter, correction there, that is an oval, to make me a parrot. And I'm going to make it a little bigger than usual. That's why I used that. I've got an 1.5 inch punch there, and that first one just rolled right off the table into the floor and actually kept rolling and rolled all the way to the back. And rather than stop and get it, I thought I'll just punch another one. I'm punching half circles here, and they're all 1.5 inches also. Well, if I'd done the whole thing, they'd be 1.5 inches. But I'm punching half circles for the tail, and I'm going to kind of layer them one on top of each other in the tail area of the bird. And I'm doing 4 colors too. I'm doing 2 different colors, a blue, a red, and a yellow. And I'm going to ink everything. Oh, this one's for the mouth and the feet. I'm going to do both out of the same punch, and that's a 1-inch punch. And I'm also going to do the face. Well, the face part of the bird is going to be white, and then I'm just going to have a little tiny eyeball. The green paper is actually embossed. It's I believe it is American Crafts, and I got like a package for $3, 25 sheets at Big Lots once. And so it being such a bright green, I still have some. But it was such a good price, I couldn't pass it up. I'm putting ink on everything just to help distinguish one piece from the other and to add a little dimension to it. But I did take all the little pieces that weren't embossed, and I embossed them. Just I figured feathers look, the bird isn't going to look that smooth with feathers on it. So I wanted to do something to make it look like it had feathers. And this white piece that I said's the face, I'm inking it also, but in the light blue. Like I said, to add dimension to everything, and since I inked some of it, I really felt like I had to ink a little bit more, like all of it. But I'm just going to go ahead and adhere everything together, and I am using the liquid glue to do it. And I also said that I'm making it bigger than usual. Usually I don't use my Creative Memories cutter. And the thing is, I could use dies, and I do have stitch dies that would look cute. But did I think of that? No. I got to the end of the layout and was waving by, and I thought, I didn't use any dies. I could have used stitch dies, and that would have looked really cute. But no, they're not being used today. See those 2 little yellow pieces there? I'm going to layer one next to the other, so it looks like one foot is closer than the other. Well, that was my idea when I did it anyway. And I'm going to do the wings now. I forgot to punch them when I was punching, so I'm going to have to pull the ink out again and ink it and everything. So yeah, I was falling down on the job there. I used the 2-inch punch for it also. I didn't use nothing else. It was a 2-inch punch. I used the 1.5-inch punch. But I only have one size of scallops. I have 2 punches that are scallops, but they're both 2 inches. And this one has the smaller ones, so there's more of them. So I used it for the wings. And I went ahead and layered this paper. I It's from Echo Park Animal something. I don't think it's the Animal Safari because I think it's the other paper. I cut this piece of wood and you see me cut the bottom off. I made a scoop on the top and then I made a circle on the bottom one that I cut off. And I'm going to layer them together so it looks like there's a platform for the bird to stand on instead of just cutting it straight across. And I inked it so it'd be sure and show up better. And I was planning on inking the whole thing, but did I do it? No, I did not do that. But it would look better if I just went ahead and inked the whole thing. I did cut along the dark lines on there, so it kind of sort of looks inked, but it's not. I pulled out my yellow and white twine because I'm going to use it like a rope, like they have the ropes on the piers for the seagulls. And this is not a seagull, it's a parrot. But I wanted something for the parrot to sit on, and that's the only thing I could think of. So I'm fussing with the twine to get it to look the way I want it to. As I mentioned, I was thinking wharf. So yeah, I had to put the twine on there to make it look more so like, is it called a pier something? I've never lived by the ocean, so I'm not 100% sure what that is called. But anyway, it's a piece of wood. And I picked the one that looked like it might be the more of a color of driftwood or something, like it's got worn a little bit with water washing against it over and over again and the wind and all that getting it. I tried to pick the one that looked more like that and also had knots in it like it was really a piece of raw wood. That yellow paper, as I mentioned earlier, the green had texture. Well, the yellow does too. And so it didn't go through the embossing folder either. And it was some I got off of HSN once, a whole package of different colors. And I thought, boy, what I could do with all that textured paper. And I haven't used it all at all. I mean, I've had a very long time. And every now and then I'll pick it up and think, oh, that's the perfect color. And this time I thought, well, it is the perfect color. I don't know for sure if I want to use it or not because I plan on using it for the beak. And do I want texture on the beak? And then I thought, yeah, why not? It is the perfect color. So I took the piece that I had and I backed the green jungle paper and then I did the black. Well, actually, I did the layering without the yellow to start with. Then I got the idea of the yellow, so I had to take my palette knife and just slide it along all around the edge because, of course, I use liquid glue because it's so much easier to layer if you do. And took it all off, put the yellow on, gutted everything. But yeah, put the yellow on and put it back on so I'd have that little strip of yellow all the way around there. And then, of course, I had to take the leftovers that I gutted and do the picture and use for the beak and stuff. I had a different yellow out to start with, but it was 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. And yeah, I was down to no scraps hardly of yellow. Nothing was big enough for me to think I could use it. So I had to pull out another sheet. I put those banners on there and I thought I'd like them, but I didn't. So you seen me take them off and I'm thinking, okay, I'll do a banner up there at the top. Well, I just really didn't have enough room. I should have moved my picture down, but I didn't think of it at the time. So I ended up doing my banner a different way. And since I played with the twine down at the bottom, I had to play with it up there at the top too. So you will see me fussing with the twine yet again. Oh, and I did my title while I was busy talking. And it says, "This place is for the birds." So yeah, it's not very original. But I was thinking I think it was called the bird. Oh, what is it they call the bird thing? Anyway, it was a big glass house and we were on the inside so the birds could fly around, and you could buy these little cups of feed for the birds, for I think it was liquid. I'm not sure. I didn't get any. I was busy taking pictures. I'm not sure what exactly was in the cup, but I think it was a liquid in there. And Jake was feeding the birds, and Melody was too, but you really can't see her. She's in other pictures though. But I mainly was wanting to take a picture of the two birds on her hand right there at the same time. Well, one's more like on her wrist. But that's it. That's my layout. Be sure to check out the other gals and see what they did with their punches and or dies today. And I'll leave a link below so you can be sure to have easy access to them for the extra inspiration. And oh my goodness, I'm looking at that picture. Those may not be parrots. They might be parakeets. I don't know. Well, anyway, my bird is a parrot. But if you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you who already are, thank you so much. I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.